Hey guys, how is it going? I hope everyone is doing all right whenever you tune in and see this. So this is going to be a general reading for both Aquarius and Pisces, all right? So each reading will be done separately but in the same video. And then after the live is done, I will be posting timestamps in the comments underneath the video and in the description box below for some people who just want one or the other. All right. So we're going to get into your reading here in just a moment, Aquarius. But I wanted to just kind of go over a couple things real quickly. So I already took your one photo of all of these cards underneath the sound bell that's for your reading, and I will be uploading that later. In case you want to see it more up close in detail, then all you have to do is also click in the description box below after the live is done, and there'll be instructions on how to get the photo if that's something that you want. It's free. I just do it in case people want it. All right. The other two things that are free, of course, that do help support the channel here is if you want to like this video or dislike it, any interaction with the video in the first couple of days, it does help it share more with other people. And then also if you wanted to subscribe, it is also free. It just notifies you when I put out new videos. All right, so with all that being said, Aquarius, let's go ahead and kind of tap into your energy, and we're going to ground ourselves, take a couple of deep breaths, just check in with our body, all that good stuff. So if you are sensitive to sound, just be aware it may be a little loud for a few moments, but then after that, we should be back to normal. Okay, as far as the sound anyway. Okay, so this is going to be for Aquarius. So Aquarius, let's see what we have here for you coming up for August 2023. Both of these readings for Aquarius and the separate one for Pisces are going to be general readings, so they can cover anything like love, work, friends, health, money, etc. And they're both timeless readings, meaning that they can also resonate during the month of August 2023, but also they could additionally resonate a couple of months before, a couple of months after. Okay, so again, only take what may resonate for you and make sense for you, and leave the rest behind. If this series of readings here that I'm doing today doesn't speak to you, never force it. Okay, always check out your sun, moon, and rising sign, because depending on what's going on in your life, you may resonate more with your sun, your moon, your rising, etc. Okay, there's cafeastrology.com that does free birth charts and all that stuff. Okay, so anyway, if that's something that you're interested in, if you don't already know your birth chart kind of information, I will again put that in the description box below for those of you who are wanting to get into that. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead though here, Aquarius, and tap into your reading. So let's go ahead and call out your cards and then talk about maybe the possible key dates that some of these things may occur on. Okay, so we've got the Justice card in the reverse position. We have the Prince of Sacred Circles in the right side up position. We have the 10 of Staves, 10 of Wands in the reverse position, and we have the Moon card in the right side up position. Okay. All right, let's say the dates here real quickly and then go further on past that. All right, so we're saying that the first card may be from around August 1st through the 7th or so, not set in stone, right? Just as a guideline. Second card can be from around August 8th through the 14th. Third card can be from around August 15th through the 22nd. And fourth card can be from around August 24th through the 31st, or even into the first couple of days of September, right? It just really depends, since it is a general reading meant for multiple people. All right. So let's see here, Aquarius, and I'll say those dates again when we're on each card, but again, it's not the main focus. But yeah, we have got 3 major arcanas here for you, Aquarius, in your reading. And 2 of them are in the future, current, present energies, and then the other one is in a little bit of both, because it's the confirmation card. So it's a little bit of past and future energy over here. But the other zodiac frequencies that are showing up here for you as far as the major arcana, Aquarius, is we got Libra, Justice, we got the Moon, Pisces, and we have the Hierophant, so Taurus energy. So for some of you guys, Aquarius, you could be dealing with a Libra, a Pisces, or a Taurus, or you have a lot of it in your chart, or someone that you're dealing with has a lot of it in their chart. Or it could be referencing the Libra season, Pisces season, Taurus season of this year, of last year, even next year. Apply it to how it may fit for you. Or it means nothing at all, but I just wanted to mention it in the beginning before we get in depth and deep into the reading. Okay, so as far as your minor arcana goes here, Aquarius, it's probably going to be Pentacles, right? You've got 3 Pentacles cards, 2 Wands, 1 Sword, and the rest are major arcanas. So what does the Pentacles cards mean as far as it being an underlying theme to your reading? The majority of your minor arcana are Pentacles. So that's Earth sign energy, so Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It can also talk about money, finances, wealth, abundance. In that regard, it could also be talking about values. Am I being valued enough? Is the other person, is the environment, etc., vice versa, right? Those are just a couple of example kind of questions, right? But yeah, that's what I'm picking up here so far. So let's go in here further and see, Aquarius, what we can see. All right. If I was also to stop right here and pause your reading, if there was something that you wanted to accomplish during the month of August that was within your control, of course, I would say that the second week is looking like the best time to do that. So it could be from around August 8th through the 14th or so. All right, so if it's something like traveling or whatever it is, like again, something that you want to work on or manifest that you can control, that would be the best time to do it, okay? Not that the other times are completely bad or anything like that, but that is the most conducive, complementary energy, okay, for manifesting things. All right, so now Aquarius, let's start with your first card here. We have this Libra energy, the Justice in the reverse position, showing up as your first card. All right, so this can be energy from the recent past still that we're picking up, okay? And so there could have been, or is currently, right, or coming up depending on when you see this reading here, Aquarius, something that did not feel justified. Someone's actions weren't justified, or your actions weren't justified, or the energy. If it's not that, it could just be this general stagnant energy and a lack of balance, right? Normally the Justice energy would be the balance scales, Lady Justice, right? So it would be balance, light and dark, each pillar that we see here in the card, but it's reversed. So it's like a lack of balance, lack of actions being justified, or some kind of truth being still not brought forth, okay? There could be a lack of rules or evolution around rules and society, all these kind of justice themes that we're thinking of, right? Now, when we look what's underneath this card, though, Aquarius, we've got 2 10s in the reverse position, okay? So we've got the 10 of Pentacles reversed and the 10 of Swords reversed. Now, these are past energies further back than the recent past, okay? So I usually call them the sponsor cards that made it possible for this Justice card to show up in the reverse position here, okay? So with 2 10s in the reverse position, before even looking at what the cards are, right? This is this feeling of an ending, new beginning, not happening in the past. Straight up being put on hold or just straight up not happening, okay? So on one side, you've got the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse position. So you could say that that is a feeling of lack of financial wealth or abundance, 10 of Pentacles reversed. It could be also a lack of support, okay? It could be not being valued enough in the past, some energy or some person here. And then with the 10 of Swords in the reverse position, it's almost like because there was a lack of support, a lack of financial abundance, a lack of being valued in some way, this really confused somebody or confused the general energy here with the 10 of Swords in the reverse position as well. It could be that on one hand, you would want to see the 10 of Swords in the reverse position because that's what we would call a good reversal. So it would be an ending to confusion, an ending to anxiety, worry, overthinking, being mentally burned out, so then it turns into physical burnout. So you would want that, of course, to be over. And in some regards in the past it was, but first that lack of support, lack of finances, lack of value had to happen first to maybe let some of those things go. But I don't feel that the confusion was all the way gone, right? Because again, 10 of Swords reversed is underneath the Justice card reversed, okay? So it's like there was still some type of confusion here, still some type of lack of truth, right? Justice reversed, a lack of balance around truth, a lack of balance around coming out of confusion and coming into truth. Like that's what we would normally do, right? If we're coming out of confusion, then we're feeling more clear-headed, right? But it's still reversed. And Lady Justice is also holding a sword, right? So just so you can see her right side up, she's holding a sword here, okay? But she's reversed. And then the 10 of Swords was underneath that. So, yeah. It's like a little bit messy here, all right? Just a little bit. But not to worry though, Aquarius, right? Because if you heard me in the beginning, I was saying to you that your second week here in August is like the best week out of all the 4 weeks, the whole month of August that we're talking about. So whatever this energy is here, this stagnant energy, this lack of balance, all the things we already mentioned, right? The slowing down or halting of energy. Then it starts to pick up and completely move at a different, faster pace, okay? Because then in the second week, you go to this Prince of Sacred Circles in the right side up position. So earth sign energy again. And we said this could be from around August 8th through the 14th here, okay? We have this Native American man, the way the card is depicted, he's holding the peace pipe, right? So the peace pipe is breaking bread, so to speak, sitting down and finding common ground with one another. It's a communication card. And that is also true, just turning up the music there, with the Prince of Sacred Circles in general, right? So you could find yourself here, Aquarius, that on that, or in that second week of August, there could be some type of medium-sized opportunity or communication that's going to come into you or from you to someone else, okay, or come in from your spirit guides, guardian angels, okay, vice versa, whatever it is. We say it's a medium size because it's not a page, which would be underneath the prince, and it's not a king, which would be above him. It's just right in the middle. Okay, so what is a medium sized communication? It depends on who you're communicating with. Or what is a medium sized offer? That's a little bit more, I guess, understandable or understood. So medium sized communication could be, let's say you only wrote letters, you had a pen pal when you were younger and you only wrote letters with them, and then it got to some point where you grew up older and you were like, let's meet in person, or let's talk on the phone, or whatever it is. It's just like the next step up, okay? It's a little bit of a bigger offer or change of communication. It's not completely huge, right? If you're talking about a job offer, excuse me, it's not the biggest one in the world. You know, it's not offering you to be the CEO of the business. But it's also not entry-level employee, so it's somewhere kind of in between. And that'll be different for everybody. But those are just kind of examples. But regardless of that, also, if we were talking about in the past, there was a lack of financial support in some way here. By the time you get to the second week, Aquarius, you have sacred circles, also known as pentacles. So now you're going to have more coin, more possibly financial better standing, okay, more wealth here. You could also be feeling more valued at this time, so that's really nice to see, because who doesn't want to be valued, okay? But let's keep going, because then it gets a little bit tricky here again. In your third week, Aquarius, it kind of, you have another 10 in the reverse position. So it goes back to your first week and then further back into the past, because it was underneath your first card. So past stuff. So there could be happening, there's something could be happening here, Aquarius, that's like triggering you or triggering a person you're dealing with, multiple people, general environment situation, with the 10 of staves in the reverse position. Okay. It could also be some type of trigger about scared to take something to the next stage, okay, scared of an ending, new beginning, because that's what the 10 of wands or 10 of staves would represent if it's right side up. 10 is the highest number in tarot, okay. But it could also be that in some weird way, for a small few of you guys, it could be someone's also maybe scared to have better health, right? The 10, or not the 10, the staves or the wands talk about our physical body, our health, our passion, creativity, exercise, what we do to get fired up and excited and to move around in our physical body, right? So when this 10 of staves, 10 of wands is in the reverse position, it could be maybe a health issue, and there could be some type of ending, new beginning associated with that, finding a new treatment, new solution, whatever it is. And maybe perhaps some of you guys are resistant to that if it is a health thing, or you're resistant to getting in the physical body and moving something around here as far as releasing toxins and getting the proper exercise, all that kind of stuff. But let's before I keep going, let's look what's underneath it, okay? To get even more information and insight underneath this 10 of staves reversed, okay? So we'll hold them all up together. So what you have in the past here, Aquarius, underneath this card, 10 of staves reversed, we've got 3 of staves right side up and 9 of sacred circles in the right side up position, okay? So in the past here, Aquarius, there was this energy of somebody needing to start to come out and recirculate, okay, with this 3 of staves in the right side up position, 3 of wands. So having small movement, fire sign energy, But having a small movement to, again, maybe socializing in some way or stepping out in some way. We see this couple coming off of the Nile River from this boat, and they're bringing a gift and they're going to some kind of party here, okay? And so this guy is helping them bring the gift, okay, to the person throwing the party, or whatever you want to say. And so this slowly starting to recirculate and step out and socialize in some way could have also triggered the other side here in the past, Aquarius, where there was more skill, determination, and focus as far as whatever it is you want to manifest in your life, right? So the Nine of Sacred Circles, Nine of Pentacles, we have this Native American grandmother kind of figure here. She's got the falcon next to her. That is that animal that has the shades that go on their eyes, right? And then you take it off and it goes straight to what it's been trained to do, right? So it's a supportive energy as far as finances and money, but not just that. It could also be feeling more valued in the past in some way here. And so when this re-triggering happens here, Aquarius, in the third week, to having that third 10 in the reverse position, because you had 2 10s reversed over here. It's like you wouldn't expect the 10 of Staves in the reverse position to be above these other 2 cards we were just talking about, right? So it could be, again, some kind of outdated response, like re-triggering something the way that you or someone or multiple people, general environment situation, used to react in the past, okay? So talking about how we were raised or how we learn things from certain relationships, etc., right? It's like kind of acting like that again, but it's not really called for at this time. It just feels like outdated, okay? So let's keep going though, because we still have some other stuff to talk about over here, and there's still some good stuff, so don't, dwell on this too much, right? Everything does happen for a reason, and slowdown of energy. All right, so then when we leave the third week, now we're heading into the fourth week, we've got Pisces energy here, the moon in the right side up position. So this is a very creative energy. It is a very psychic energy. And it talks about just maybe not having all the information quite yet though, okay? So if somebody is re-triggered in the third week and then we see the moon card in the fourth week, it's like, yeah, maybe we're not seeing something clearly. Maybe we need to wait till the sun comes out and we can see things better than when we do in the dark, right? There's still some type of wisdom that needs to be accessed here, okay? So I don't know if you guys can see. I'll try to bring the card closer. There's this little Native American woman, grandmother figure on the side of the moon card. And then we have, of course, your Nine of Sacred Circles from the past, and the moon is in the future, current, present energies, okay? But there's both this like, see, she's right, I can't hold my thumb and do it, but it's the opposite cards. Okay, so she's right there, right in the corner there, okay? So this could be some type of divinely feminine energy that is a resource for you, Aquarius, okay? We all have masculine and feminine inside of us, right? But it's showing as this kind of older grandmother-like spirit. So it's just kind of tapping into that, okay? So there could be a woman in your life or several women in your life that can help you see things a little bit more clearly here, okay? Now let's look at your tarot confirmation card though and see what else we have here. So this little one is going to come in and confirm all 4 cards, all 4 weeks that we just talked about. All right, and that's where we have the Hierophant, okay? This is Taurus energy showing up here. But this time, Aquarius, it's a combination of past and future energy. So all 4 cards at the top, you could say, are future or present energy. all four at the bottom are past, but this one is kind of in between both, right? And so we always have choice, okay? We always have free will. So when this Hierophant comes in, though, it's kind of similar to what I was just saying, as far as there's somebody here that has some wisdom for you, Aquarius, even if they're not female, right? That wants to help you, and they can help you, okay? The Hierophant talks about a priest, a spiritual guide, a mentor, a teacher, right? Going and seeking answers from someone. Or this could be you yourself, and the fact that if you were to help other people, you might find your own answer, or you might find your own wisdom when you are doing acts of service for others too, okay? So it's about both of those things, right? Just apply it how it may resonate to you. It could also be that some type of higher forms of institutions, schools, government, etc., can provide some type of help as well, or some different level of the information coming through, providing more light, more knowledge, all those things, okay? Yeah, if there's a way that you could even look into the higher vibrational frequencies of Taurus energy, maybe see where you have Taurus in your chart even, or even a Taurus friend. It doesn't have to be, right? But yeah, how can I be, Aquarius, your air sign, Taurus is earth sign, how can I be more grounded? How can I be more organized? Maybe like a Taurus or a Virgo or a Capricorn kind of energy. That's another way to kind of look at it here. But excuse me, it does feel like there is this wisdom right around the corner, and either one woman or multiple women, or maybe it's even a man, or no gender at all, right? There's like this spiritual energy that wants to be able to help you here, Aquarius, and wants to give you more information, okay? So with that being said, though, let's go ahead and look at your oracle card here too. Hold on, my skirt is stuck on the chair, and I just dropped my ring or something. Yep, hold on, it's over here. Okay, I got it. All right. So now let's see your oracle card, Aquarius. So this is from the Rumi or Remy oracle deck, depending on how you pronounce it. He was a 13th, 15th century Persian poet, somewhere around there. And he has some really nice words from time to time. And so they took some of his words and paired it with some really beautiful imagery here for these oracle cards. So the one that you got for this time period, Aquarius, is Layla, okay? And we see this woman here. She looks really ethereal and light and almost like a ghost or this light being body. And she's looking up at the sky, and it looks almost like some type of star or portal opening up above her, okay? So I'm going to read the little poem here, and then we'll summarize as best and see how it may fit in with the reading and the other cards we've already pulled. All right. So Layla. Put aside your clever schemes, O lover, be mindless. Become mad, dive into the heart of the flame. Become fearless, be like a moth. Turn away from the self and tear down the house. Then come and dwell in the house of love. Be a lover, live with lovers. Clean your chest from all hostility. Wash it 7 times. Then fill it with the Then fill it with the wine of love. Be a chalice for love, be a chalice. You must be all love to be worthy of the beloved. When going to the gathering of drunks, be a drunk, become drunk. Your thought takes a course, dragging you in its wake. Move beyond thought. Let your heart lead, be the leader. When the grace of love is revealed, be a mirror to reflect it. When the beloved's hair is loosened, brush it like a comb. Be the comb. How I long for my thoughts to no longer make any sense to me. Then I can be rid of them, like noisy house guests who have overstayed their welcome. Oh, the peace when they finally go. Their incessant chatter brings me no comfort. I crave the silence of you. When will you let me hear it? When will you run through the noisy house of my mind with your great muddy feet, so that I can focus on something other than my mind for a while? Maybe when you can make such a mess that I shall give up all my plans and attempts at order completely. Just give in for a change. It's time for that. To give up my ridiculous fantasies of perfection, uselessness, noisy, irritating, demanding, and yet deadening perfection. I'd rather just be alive. I want to plant my head in the earth, in the same mud that sticks to your feet, and breathe in her rich soil smell. I want to feel her heart beating in the quiet movements of the roots of the plants as they stretch and grab and stop my ears with her fertile dirt. Finally, gaining peace from the constant infernal racket of thoughts no longer wanted. Well, damn, Aquarius. Okay. Yeah, I remember this one now. It's been a minute since I've seen this card, but you know, I think it's definitely, well, I'm trying to think of the way to say it. It's definitely some type of letting go of the overthinking, being over mentally stimulated, right? If depending on where you have Aquarius in your chart, if you're not a sun sign Aquarius or whatever, right? If you've got a lot of air in your chart, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you can tend to overthink more than even, let's say, normal people, right? So I kind of think in that way here, Aquarius, this is a really perfect card for you. I like all the grounding imagery when it talks about the trees and the plants and the roots and all of that. That was beautiful. Let's see what else here. I'm going to do a little meditation. It says, this oracle brings you guidance if you find yourself to be sad, to be grieving, whatever you know, whether you know for what or not, or even depressed or struggling, feeling as though you're being pulled down. Do not fight. Bear witness instead. Allow what is taking place to take place. Allow what is happening to happen. You shall find a joy in allowing the interplay of darkness and light to take place according to a greater unfolding rhythm of your own divine growth process. Okay, so yeah, well, I feel like that could be the moon card energy too, right, Aquarius? So it's almost like talking about the creative, psychic energy, dreamlike quality with the moon, Pisces energy, Neptune, right? Almost giving into that kind of dream world where maybe we don't have all the answers or we don't have all the information. Like, what, as an exercise, what can we, you know, maybe gain from that, okay? But not necessarily staying there forever, okay? But yeah, let's see. Being open to hearing different sources of wisdom coming through as well. All right, so if you wanted to get into the energy of this oracle card, there's always a little meditation that comes with it, so I'll just read it here real quickly. Yeah, it's just a couple sentences. All right. So it says, sit in a dark and quiet place if possible. Say the following aloud. I honor the darkness that serves the all-loving light. Through the grace of Rumi and the Divine Mother, I am blessed with growth of my soul into life. Even within the darkest of dark places, the Divine Beloved dwells within the divine beloved, dwells with unfailing generosity and compassion. Okay, so let me read that again. I honor the darkness that serves the all-loving light. Through the grace of Rumi and the Divine Mother, I am blessed with growth of my soul into life. Even within the darkest of dark places, the Divine Beloved dwells within unfailing generosity and compassion. In my surrender, I am held, and in my darkness, the seed of a new life takes root. So be it. And then it says, rest as long as you feel like you have completed your sacred honoring ritual. Yeah, the seed of the new life. Well, what could that be? Aquarius, that could be that wisdom that wants to come in from different sources and trusting those sources, or being a leader to others, or being confident in yourself, or trusting others when they place confidence in you. Yeah, it's gonna be different for everybody, but that's kind of what I'm picking up here. All right. So let's check the time here real quickly, Aquarius. We're at about 36 minutes or so. All right, so I'll make a mental note for the timestamps for later. All right, but yes, Aquarius, like I said in the beginning, I will be uploading your photo that I already took earlier. If you want to see all these cards again, it's free, all that good stuff. All right. So now let's go ahead and switch over to the Pisces energy that we're going to get into next for Pisces reading. All right. So we're going to shuffle the cards and do all that good stuff. All right. So let's see. Put you on the top here, Pisces, since you were in the Aquarius reading. We'll put you on the top there for a moment. Okay. Let you rest there for a second. Throw these in here for a moment. We'll shuffle them deeper in a second. Just throwing them in there for now. All right. Let's do just a little bit of incense to clear the energy of the cards from the last reading. We'll also do a quick sound bell, and then we'll get started, Pisces. Again, I hope everyone is doing well whenever you tune in and see this. Always feel free to say hi in the comments if you feel guided. Alright, so I put the incense out even though I like the smoke and all that. It's my allergies. I can only handle so much at a time. When I'm doing readings for other people and when I'm at work and stuff, we burn a lot of stuff, you know, and so I have to take my breaks. All right. Okay, so with that being said though, let's go ahead here, Pisces, and do a sound bell. All right, so this is a moment where we can tap back into our body. We're going to release, or I'm going to release anyway, the Aquarius energy and welcome in the Pisces energy. Take a couple of deep breaths, recenter, all that good stuff. All right, so it also clears the energy of the cards. All right, so here we go for Pisces. Pisces, let's do some shuffling here. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces, the twin fish, for August 2023. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Pisces. Spirits, heaven, love, and light, respect and reverence before, during, and after. Thank you for all advice, wisdom, and guidance given, and thank you, of course, for listening. Pisces. What does Pisces need to see? What does Pisces need to know for their highest vibration and truth? For August 2023, Pisces. Messages for Pisces. Water sign Pisces, the twin fish. 4 cards only, please, spirits. For August 2023. What does Pisces need to see? Oh my goodness, Pisces. I feel like they're coming out. Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. They're coming out very fast, Pisces. Okay. One more card for Pisces, please, for August. For 2023. Okay. Alright, so we're going to take the top and the bottom. Hopefully that'll stay like that. Your cards came out super fast, Pisces. Felt like urgent. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute, I guess. Alright. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces, a twin fish, for August 2023. 1 card only, please. Messages for Pisces. What does Pisces need to see? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm only taking that one that flipped over. And we're also taking the top and the bottom. One more deck here, and then we'll figure out the orientation of where they want each one of these cards. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces, the twin fish. I got a hair there in my cards. Oh. Pisces for August 2023. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Messages for water sign Pisces, the twin fish, for August 2023. 1 card only, please. Pisces. Nah. Alright. So I'm going to take the second card only because Pisces, I usually only take one from this deck. The other one that came out is the Angel Razabar, which was in one of the other readings that I did for this time period for one of the other zodiac signs. So it kind of felt like a repeat thing that could be part of the collective when they have repeating cards come out like that. But this one definitely came right side up and wanted to show itself too. So I will take that one instead. And let's see if I can, there we go. All right, so we'll just prepare the book for later. Now let's see how Spirit wants these cards. Okay. Spirits, did you want the Prince of Swords in the reverse position to represent the first tarot card for this Pisces August reading? Okay, thank you. And Spirits, did you want the Eight of Sacred Circles in the reverse position to represent the second tarot card for this Pisces August reading? Okay. And Spirits, did you want the Chariot in the reverse position to represent the third tarot card for this Pisces August reading? No? Okay. Alright, let's check the other ones here real quickly. Spirits, did you want the Four of Cups in the reverse position to represent what's on the bottom of this Hermetic Tarot deck for this Pisces August reading? Yes? Okay, thank you. And Spirits, did you want the High Priestess in the reverse position to represent what's on top of this Ancestral Path Tarot deck for this Pisces August reading? Okay. Well, I mean, I had put these cards over here just to move them out of the way, but maybe they do want to go this way. We'll confirm. And these, it's either going to be the fourth card or the second card. All right, we'll see. Okay, bear with me, guys. Okay, so Spirits, did you want me to talk about the Death card in the right side up position and the Four of Cups in the reverse position when I talk about the Prince of Swords in the reverse position? Yes, that was a strong yes. Okay. And Spirits, did you want me to talk about the High Priestess in the reverse position and the Queen of Staves in the right side up position when I talk about the Nine of Swords in the right side up position? No. Okay. Let's see. Move this down. Maybe it is the second week. Let's find out. Spirits, did you want me to talk about the High Priestess in the reverse position and the Queen of Staves in the right side up position when I talk about the Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Sacred Circles in the reverse position? No. Alright, then I guess possibly they want them all in the first card. That's really, I mean, it could go here or it could go there. That's it, right? Well, no, it feels like it would be probably more here. Okay, double check. Spirits, did you want me to talk about the High Priestess in the reverse position and the Queen of Staves in the right side up position when I talk about the Prince of Swords in the reverse position? Yes. Okay, that's where they want it. So we will follow their instructions. All right. So here we go, Pisces. Let's take your photo and then get started, okay? Make sure we don't have a glare. Okay. Let's see. My chair, ooh, keeps getting stuck on the rug here. I'm gonna have to fix the rug later. Okay. Anyway, I apologize. Let's get back to it here, Pisces. Let's call out your cards and talk about a couple key dates where some of these things may occur. All right. So we're saying that the first card can be from around August 1st through the 7th, and Let me stop right there too and check the time. So for the timestamps for later, where are we at? I can kind of barely see. 49 minutes? I think that's where we're at. Okay. So I'll make a mental note. Alright, now going back to your time frame here, Pisces. So we said the first card can be from around August 1st through the 7th. Second card can be from around August 8th through the 14th or so. Nothing's set in stone. They're just guidelines. Third card can be from around August 15th through the 22nd. And fourth card can be from around August 24th through the 31st of August, or maybe even into the first week or two of September. Alright. So Pisces, we have the Prince of Swords in the reverse position, the Eight of Sacred Circles, also known as Eight of Pentacles, in the reverse position, the Chariot in the right side up position, and the Nine of Swords in the right side up position. And then we'll talk about the other cards a little bit later. So you have three major arcana here, Pisces. You've got Death, Scorpio energy, High Priestess, that would be you. That's Pisces and Scorpio energy, and it's right underneath each other. And then you got the Chariot, Cancer energy. So it could be, Pisces, that you're dealing with another Pisces, or dealing with a Scorpio or a Cancer, or you have a lot of it in your birth chart, or the other person does. Multiple people. Could also be referencing the seasons, right? So Pisces season of this year, of last year, even next year. Scorpio season, Cancer season, okay? Or it means nothing to you at all, but I just wanted to mention it in the beginning. All right. So it looks, well, let me double check. We definitely have two wands, two swords, a pentacle, a cup, and then the majors. So it's a tie between the wands and the swords here, Pisces. It's an underlying theme to your reading. So swords can talk about our mental health. Is it in a good place, a not so good place? Our logical mind, right? The wands can talk about our physical health, our physical body. Same thing. Maybe not in a good so place, or maybe it is in a good place, right? It's just kind of asking those questions, or putting like the feelers out for that underlying theme to the reading. Yes, and that just said start your electric journey for commercial. So okay, there you go. Start some kind of journey here, Pisces. But let's start with your first card though. All right, you okay, Cleo? You can sit down and relax.
Yeah, you want to say hi? Are you a Pisces?
We don't know. We don't know when your birthday is, do we? You're a good girl. Okay, thank you. All right. So Pisces here. Let's start with the first card. We've got the Prince of Swords in the reverse position. In your first week, perhaps in August 1st through the 7th or so. Pisces, Pisces. Your cards were flying out when I was shuffling. It was like bam, bam, bam. Urgent, urgent. This is urgent news. It made me think of the telegraph thing that they have in the old movies, or Morse code or something. So there's some type of mental confusion here, Pisces, in the first week. We could call an energetic blockage, gentle reminder, or challenge. But yeah, it's a slowdown of energy, okay? There could be some type of communication that was not understood, or was stopped and didn't happen at all in another sense of the word, okay? And this could be energy because it's your first card, Pisces, that's kind of, that we're still picking up from the recent past, whatever the recent past is for you. You could be coming to this reading and find that it's about you or someone else or multiple people, general environment, situation. Always take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Check your other placements. But yeah, Pisces. We've got all four of these cards. They're the top and the bottom of the two different tarot decks that we are using. They're all underneath this first card, and that's where Spirit wanted them. So let's break it down and see what's going on here. We got the Death card, Scorpio energy in the right side up position, and the Four of Cups in the reverse position. Okay, so Pisces in the past in some way. These are past cards, the smaller black and white ones, and this is future, current, present energies with the larger colored cards. Okay, and so it's like there was some type of ending, new beginning in the past, some type of significant amount of change. Okay, and this could have either upset or stopped or paused some type of union. Okay, it could have been romantic, it could have been platonic, it could have been with friends or family, or even self-love. Okay, but it also, what's the way to say it? It's like it didn't necessarily stop this union. Maybe it, in the past, this union was not exactly what you wanted, Pisces, or what the other person wanted, or the energy in general. The Four of Cups in reverse, you could say that that is almost a good reversal in a way, because Four of Cups would be like kind of blah, I'm bored, I'm not challenged energy. So maybe in the past somebody was starting to come out of that, they were starting to change out of that, and maybe one side of this union, whether romantic, platonic, friends or family, or self-love, one part of yourself, right? If it's self-love, was resisting that, was resisting kind of this transformation. And so this led to, in the present, this confusion or this offer, opportunity, medium-sized offer, opportunity that is not coming through or not understood. Let's look further back. So then underneath that, again, past energy, sponsor cards that made it possible for this guy to come out. You got the High Priestess, Pisces energy, Scorpio energy in the reverse. Oh, and then you have Queen of Staves, Queen of Wands in the right side up position. And again, these are both past energies, okay? So it's like Pisces, maybe you weren't feeling yourself, all the way yourself in the past in some way, or you were blocking your intuition, or the other person was, multiple people, general environment, situation. But then maybe this was a catalyst though. In the past when that happened, it then activated somebody to step into their royalty energy, to step into their confidence, to step into their leadership qualities. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, get fired up and passionate about something. Maybe in the past this also was somebody, oh, okay, now I kind of get it. Maybe somebody in the past here, Pisces, was almost honored or treated for not using their intuition. It was almost like somebody was like giving you an award for not listening to yourself, your own inner guidance system, your gut reactions, your first reactions to things. It almost feels like in the past somebody was like, yeah, somehow saying that that was a good thing. Clearly it would only have been a good thing. Yes, Nefertiti. Yeah, you want to come say hi? It clearly would have been only a good thing for someone else, not for you. But yeah, that's weird. I don't normally say that. It just definitely came through here. Okay. So, yeah. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we got here. Alright, I do feel like this is a work situation for some of you guys. it just keeps coming in.
Right, Nefertiti? You think it might be a work situation? What do you think? Huh?
Yeah, you can't climb all over the table though. Yeah, you say hi to everybody. You touch the cards and stuff, but that's it. Okay. Yes. Alright, now we showed the dog and the cat. We're good to go. Okay. I say that this work situation, or putting in work in a situation, or effort into a situation, is also not right here. By the time we get to the second week, Pisces, you've got the 8 of sacred circles or 8 of pentacles in the reverse position. It's like somebody's not being evaluated correctly, or evaluating themselves or others correctly. Somebody also could just be straight up lazy in some regard here, Pisces. Doesn't have to be you. I feel like if there is somebody who's lazy here, that's that person or energy that wanted to value you for not using your intuition. That was that person or energy that maybe wanted you to stay in the 4 of Cups energy in the past too, where you weren't being challenged, you weren't being excited or feeling, excited about something. It was just like, just keep your head down and keep working and shut up or something. It doesn't have to be a work situation, but that's like kind of what the energy feels like. Yeah. But it's not going to stay that way forever, okay? Because that's mainly past stuff. It's still showing up here a little bit in the present. But I forgot to say, right? Earlier, Pisces, if we were to pause your reading and you were like, when should I travel? When should I do this? When should I do that? Manifest something within your control. The 3rd week is the best time in August to do that. So from around August 15th through the 22nd. Here we have now Cancer energy charging in. Things are now finally starting to pick up pace with the Chariot in the right side up position. Okay, oops. And so now we have forward momentum and this faster pace. We have more of the masculine and feminine energies that are all inside of us being balanced with that black lion and the yellow lion. We're using our emotions here. Someone is using their emotions here, Pisces, whether it's you yourself or someone else, etc., etc. Using it to not be overwhelmed by, but as a powerhouse, right? And so Pisces, or depending on where you have Pisces in your chart, you are water sign as well, right? So you see all this glowing kind of water behind the Chariot, behind the lions. So it's saying use your emotions. Don't let people tell you to not listen to your own intuition, or to not want a transformation, or to not want something that is more challenging and exciting for you. Yeah. Don't listen to that, okay? So here I feel like someone is using the emotions to their advantage. They're moving forward. Things are picking up pace. It's a really nice energy. And then, dear Pisces, unfortunately, there's still a little bit of stuff over here that needs to be dealt with, okay? We do have Uranus and Mercury retrograde happening towards the end of the month in August. I talked about in the astrology notes video on my channel here, if you feel guided. Because you go from the Chariot to then the 9 of Swords right side up. So it's like things were starting to move along and feel much easier and better, and then something comes in and maybe re-triggers you, Pisces, or someone else, the general environment situation. I know the way, or I know the way, not I know the way. The cards, the spirits know the way out of this though, Pisces, okay? Because then you have 5 of Wands in the right side up position, right on top of it, on top of the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is anxiety, worry, overthinking, way too much up in the head, okay? Mentally overstimulated. The solution comes in your tarot confirmation card, the smaller card here, the black and white card. It comes in, it wants to confirm all 4 cards, all 4 weeks at the top that we just talked about, but it's a combination of past and future energy. So it always gives you a choice, always gives you an option, free will, right, all that. But it's the 5 of Wands. So the 5 of Wands looks like 5 guys are fighting, right? Well, not necessarily in this deck because it's more alchemy stuff and it's different animals. But normally it would look like 5 guys fighting. They're not actually fighting. They're playing and they're practicing. So it's 5 of Wands is actually a card that speaks of needing more teamwork, needing more light-hearted energy, letting your letting your support system and your spirit guides help you, right? So if Pisces, I said this reading when I was shuffling felt really urgent, it felt like telegraph wire or Morse code coming in. It was like a very serious type of energy. We see that heavily in the 1st and 2nd week, then it starts to lighten up in the 3rd week, and then it goes back to this serious energy. And it's just too much. There's always going to be ebbs and flows and ups and downs, but this 5 of Wands wants to come in and say, where's your support system? Your friends, family, mental health care worker, romantic partner, etc., etc. Your spiritual team, your spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors. Where are they to come in and give you different options? 5 of Wands is also an options card that wants to say, okay, so things didn't go according to plan, right? What's your plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Let's use a pencil instead of a pen, right? That's what the 5 of Wands wants to do here, okay? So I think you'll still be okay, Pisces, if you take on what we just said with the 5 of Wands and you use a support system, you make up backup plans, you take a more light-hearted energy, and you let your support system help you, right? Because again, if it was 5 guys fighting, looking like they're fighting in battle, but they're actually preparing for battle, they're actually playing and practicing how to use the weapons and this and that, they're letting off steam. So you need to do that, Pisces, okay? All right, now your oracle card here, Pisces, for this time period, you got Sacred Union, and that's the name of this card in this oracle deck. It's from the Rumi oracle deck. Rumi was a 14th to 15th century Persian poet, and so they took some of his poetry and they made these really pretty cards. So I'm going to read the poem real quickly and then kind of summarize and wrap it up with everything else we already talked about in the reading. But the way that I put it while I was talking about the ending of this over here that we just talked about is I put it right under your Chariot card, Pisces. The Sacred Union card, where you have kind of an outline of 2 people coming together. It was under your Chariot card. So that's interesting. Maybe if we're talking about some type of sacred union, maybe the other person or energy has Cancer, or they're a Cancer sign. I don't know. Or maybe it's just saying that this sacred union is going to move you forward and out of that energy and trusting yourself more in your intuition. All right, so let's see here. Only the oneness of love and the lover is eternal. Surrender your heart into this union, for all else in this world is monetary. Okay, I don't know what this word is, but we're going to work around it. Oh, it's stupefied. Stupefied? Okay, it's a weird, I haven't seen that in forever. Stupefied with bliss, or dumb or stupid with bliss, I become without thought. There is no grief in that loss. I gladly surrender my intelligence in favor of this mindlessness. It is ecstasy and rapture. The sweetness of this union, so sacred, overwhelms my senses. The lover and the beloved are my world. Nothing else exists except this love, this unity of divine masculine and divine feminine, and the fresh new universe that shall be born from their sacred conjoining. It happens it happens even now, between my body and my spirit, and in yours, and in his over there, and that woman walking by. All creation in sacred rapturous embrace. So shocking and wild, this frenzy of loving delight without limits. Let us be swept away, my beloved, in the passionate loving that renders duality into one and tips the mind into empty ecstasy. Okay, so that was the end of the poem. I thought it was longer, but that was the end. Okay, so that is beautiful, right? And it definitely goes with the imagery of the card here. It says, this oracle comes with a particular piece of advice or guidance for you. No matter what has been, what has succeeded, and what has appeared to fail, what has been loved or what has been lost, there is only one truth that will prevail in your life, without failure, without exception, and that is love. If it is all you're truly seeking, and it is behind every life experience seeking you. Do not stand back from it. Do not put yourself aside. Turn down your eyes and pretend you cannot be seen by this world. Be bold. Claim the love that is your divine birthright, and know that sacred union is yours, destined in the heavens and blessed by the great beloved. Okay, so then it has a little meditation here. But yeah, before we get to the meditation, Pisces, I feel like the sacred union is your Five of Wands, right? It's your support system. Can be romantic, can be friends, family, mental health care worker, self-love, all those things, right? I feel like those kind of go together. So let's see what the little meditation says for this card if you want to get more into the energy of this card as I knock over crystals on my table. Okay. So it says, place one hand on your heart and the other is outstretched before you, as if to place it on the heart of another. Say the following aloud. Through the grace of Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I call upon my true beloved now to be at one with my heart purpose. Through divine grace, our sacred union is now sanctioned and blessed. The love in my life swells to overflowing, and I do not try to contain it. I am satisfied to be washed away in bliss, and I serve the great beloved in this divine romance, offering my heart to the one great love, through which all love emanates. I am love. I am love. I'm united, heaven and earth conjoined in passionate devotion to the great beloved. Love fills my heart in all ways I need, and I am graced by divine blessings, so rich. So thank you. So be it. Okay. And then it says, place your hands on your heart and rest for as long as feels good for you. When you're ready, simply open your eyes and place your hands in a prayer position for a brief moment, and then on your head. So then you have finished, or now you have finished your sacred honoring ritual. So yeah, that's beautiful, Pisces. I like that it talks about putting your hand on your head too. It's like, I don't know, some people might not be into that, but it makes me think of a friend or something, or like, I know you pet your dog and your cat, it's almost like they're there, like you'll be okay. That's the way I saw it anyway. But yeah, just do what feels right to you as far as the meditation stuff and all that, or everything really. All right, so Pisces, that is your reading. I'm going to be posting the one photo of all your cards in just a few moments here if you want to see it. All you have to do is click in the description box below and follow the little instructions there. It's free on how to see the photo if you want. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Also, feel free to like and subscribe. They're also both free and they do help support my channel here if you feel guided. And yeah, that's it. We will be back, or me and the spirits will be back tomorrow with, I think all we have left is Aries and Cancer. Okay, so we started with Leo because of Leo season, and then we kind of went forward normally, but then I did Taurus and Gemini ahead of time because they had to wait last time and I felt bad. So then we're going to be ending with Aries and Cancer. Yes. All right. So you guys take care until then, or whenever I see you. And always feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Anything you want to say hi, or any suggestions or anything like that. All right. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.